The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
Welcome to this week's episode of Work the Left Side. It was supposed to be, I was meant to be talking to HT Drake, but due to my internet issues, I had internet issues on Wednesday night when I was meant to be speaking to him. So we've rescheduled for next week. So this week was a last minute flashback episode. I don't know what you want to call it. Basically me, Ryan and Mick sit down and we talk about just what's gone on in wrestling in the last couple of weeks as well, because it's been pretty hectic. It's been a pretty crazy few weeks in the wrestling world. So yeah, we talk about that, and we also kind of recap some of the previous Spotlight episodes. If there's anything else that we've kind of gone into after we did those. So yeah, that's it really. So it was a last minute sort of makeshift episode. So but we had a laugh. It was a huge laugh recording it, so hopefully that comes across. That makes it enjoyable. So yeah, enjoy, and apologies for a stupid ass comment that I make at the end of the episode. Anybody who knows me knows, you know, it's not legit. It's just a piss take. So yeah, I will say adios and enjoy the episode. So this is Work the Left Side. I am joined this week by Mr. Ryan Palmer and Mick Connolly.
Hello.
I'll put it both ways because I don't know where my screen's going to be when it gets edited. So is there always there? I don't know. Yeah, this is a, you know, in TV shows when the writers obviously can't be asked, or they've run out of ideas, and do like a flashback episode.
A clip show.
So
This is it.
that's what this is.
Clip show, but without any clips.
It's all in head.
It's all in the head. It's unscripted, unrehearsed. It's raw. Oh no, somebody's already got that gimmick.
Yeah.
That's gimmick infringement. God.
Oh,
Oh well. What? It's rough around the edges, isn't it? It's very rough. It's just we'll be doing a recap of everything that we've done so far. Spotlight episodes.
talking about, you know,
all sorts of stuff.
yeah.
What happened recently in wrestling? It's actually
Winging it.
This is just basically going to be as real as it gets between three people sitting down talking shit about wrestling. I think this week. Just to explain, I was meant to have HT Drake on the show this week. That was going to be this week's episode. Virgin Media twatted me yesterday. Down for about 8 hours. So I've rescheduled that for next week. So that's now next week's episode. So apologies if you was watching this expecting to see, you know, the awesomeness from Geordie Land, but yeah, it'll be here next week.
second most awesomeness.
You've got two other awesomenesses.
No gimmicks or kill all gimmicks. That's what
We're way
gimmick is.
awesomeness from Geordie Land.
Yeah, I only lived there. I'm not from there. Oh, yeah.
So Ryan, in fact, only just lives from there. You no longer live there. You're in Wales. That speaks volumes. You left Newcastle to go to Wales.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ! How bad must it be in Newcastle?
What's that Wales demographic just drop off?
Yeah.
I'm halfway. I'm allowed to say that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's like, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to stick up for the fucker. So.
So, gentlemen, well, let's just crack on basically with the last 2 weeks of wrestling, and then we'll do some of the Spotlight recaps. But
Yeah, for the last 2 weeks, man, it's been mental. I think anybody who follows us on Twitter or on the Facebook page would have seen a post where I pretty much declared, it was 2 weeks ago, it's been the best week in wrestling ever. I think it was like the last Raw in the Thunderdome, where you had like John Morrison versus Ricochet. They actually had some original matches on Raw that Monday. Tuesday, NXT was good, was awesome. Dynamite was back in front of a live crowd.
Yeah, that was good.
Thursday was Impact, the go home show for Slammiversary. Friday, SmackDown was the first SmackDown in front of a live audience. And then, yeah, Saturday night you had Slammiversary. Sunday night you had Money in the Bank. It was a good week.
It was quality. Money in the Bank was good. The women's Money in the Bank match weren't that good. I was chuffed with who won, and then the outcome with
I'm
with
very
Nikki winning.
going to go now.
You what?
I'm very intrigued to see where the women, especially the women,
Ah,
actually go now, because you would think there was just Charlotte and Rhea there.
exactly.
Nobody else getting involved in it, and actually Nikki winning the title was it was a bit of a shocker her winning it actually on the Monday. But then they normally do cash in very quickly, in all honesty, the old ladies. They get impatient. It's like when they get gift shop vouchers for Christmas and stuff.
They can't hold it. They're like, no, spend it now.
Plus, I mean, it probably wouldn't have many outfits to go with that suitcase to carry around. Because they have got to legit carry it around everywhere with them, through airports and stuff. So, you know, it's not a pretty bag.
It goes out of fashion way too quickly. It doesn't go with anything. Yeah.
I don't think a dude minds carrying it around all that much, but as you say, it's like, yeah, no, it's not. I've got a clutch bag, I've got a handbag, and I've got this goddamn briefcase. I'm getting ASAP.
A fucking case now to walk around with. It's going to cost you more for travelling as well, that will, because that's not going to be able to be hand luggage.
I think it's not pay excess.
Wait, so that's probably why. It's like, get this. Save me $25 for an extra.
I'm like, no, Vince, you could take it on the private jet. You don't have to pay any extra. Just give it to me when we get there.
That's right, people. We recap the week, and our main take is hand luggage prices in
Don't get anywhere else, people.
Bringing it back on track.
Yes.
So
Get back on track.
They give Nikki the win. She wins the championship, and then the next fucking week, she opens Raw. She gets battered by friggin' Charlotte. Charlotte gets put in a triple threat match with Rhea and Nikki, but then Charlotte gets a championship contenders match with Nikki later on in the show. It's like, why? You've already got a championship shot? What the fuck? And then she beats her in that match. And Nikki's just like, I almost beat you because I was almost a superhero. So next week I want to fight you again, and I'll put the title on the line. What are they doing?
But it's also that she had the ball to pitch this new character idea, wasn't it? Apparently.
Oh, fair play.
It was all
Awesome. Yeah, anything I said, she
someone's having a laugh here and stuff, but apparently no, she went up to Vince and pitched it all and stuff, and because having the balls to actually do that and say, listen, I think we could do this because I'm doing nothing at the moment. It just shows that sometimes, if you do have the bollocks to do something, then it can pay off for you. Whether it will in the long run, I can't see it lasting long. But
my only beef is like, she's almost a superhero. She's meant to be, obviously, it's aimed at kids. Obviously that's the whole point of it, which is fine. There's a little bit of everything in a wrestling show. But I mean, when was the last time that you saw a superhero adage of a dude that had just been beaten up
exactly.
and shit out of him? Like, if you're pretending to be a superhero, be a superhero. Just beat her outright for it. Don't teach kids that you can just kick somebody when they're down.
Maybe she's doing it like super style. Oh, shut up, crime.
That's tremendous.
Shut up, crime. Well, shut up, crime.
we mentioned like the greatest week in wrestling, and then the following week we get Nick Gage,
Oh,
Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, woo woo woo. It's possibly like the most high-profile death match until last night. And yeah, you know, the internet broke down. There's Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona is now the hardcore wrestling.
It's so much better than the Matt Cardona match.
it was so much better, wasn't it? It was a lot better.
Because that one, although they did have the weapons and stuff like that, you could see they were still holding back a little bit.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's national TV in America. You can't. Whereas pay-per-view, they Gage and Cardona left. No, I love that Cardona come out to the old fucking
Yes, he did.
coming out of the ring.
Boo! Fuck you, Ryder. Fuck you, Ryder. That was so much fucking heat.
So well though, that's him playing up, knowing what he's got to do.
Yes,
You know, like Mick Foley in ECW in '95. He should have just started talking about Uncle Vince or something, and it became kind of, you know, fuck you mainstream. You know, we don't like you anymore.
Yeah.
He fucking brought the heat. That was just...
a couple of days ago, and it said, who would have thought these three would be the most talked about wrestlers in 10 years' time and everything? And it was Ryder, Bryan, and Punk in the middle of the ring and stuff, but from 2011.
James put it in, he shouted about, like, yeah, they were the three most talked about wrestlers in 2011. And then again, 10 years later, it's mental.
I'd love him to bring, like, sort of Long Island IC back now, the stories, but have him just as hardcore as fuck and just absolutely just going off on everything.
Need to get Hugh Jackman back out to the ring with him.
Oh, I want Ryder versus Arquette in a death match.
Oh, fuck.
So that happened. Cardona versus Arquette in a death match.
We laugh about it, but you know what? Given what's gone on in the last couple of weeks, who fucking knows?
Yeah, you know, moving to Guerrera's back.
Juice.
Apparently.
Oh, don't get me started. I watched WrestleMania with him. 29. And
WrestleMania 29.
Had Mouth Jericho through the Fandango match, trying to call all these spots and stuff. So don't like him. But I do like the stipulation. But Jericho can only win by using a top rope move. But when did Jericho use Mist? Ever?
Yeah, exactly. When the fuck did he do that? He never uses Mist. What the fuck?
Oh, I'm playing my Japanese character, so I can spray Mist in his face. No,
you never used it.
Going on your face and half. You look like you've had doing your makeup when she was a little.
Well, you might just be paying like tribute to Muta or something. It might be like, you know, it's something from you guys are just ripping him a new one.
He's going to be bringing back the Lionheart gimmick next week. Maybe this is like he's winding down, bringing back various gimmicks to his retirement. So after that, when he's going to face Sammy Guerrero as his last challenge, and he's going to be Y2J, Jericho with the hair. And
is anyone else if the fire
Storm? The last Labour's Lance Storm, though.
You what?
What? Lance Storm, the last Labour.
Lance Storm.
Or MJF.
They go through his history.
It's all getting very much Firefly Funhouse matchy now.
Yeah.
It's going different characters and different stuff. If he comes out with the Hollywood music and an NWO world title, I'm going to be livid. Because he's in a Kevin Smith film. Hollywood.
Oh no, come out Bucks Clan. That will be really well from Jane Bob.
I still want Hollywood Cena though. That's the ultimate thing. I know I'm one of the who says about Cena being heel and stuff, but Hollywood Cena I think would be a brilliant thing.
Yeah, it should have been a thing. I don't know why that wasn't. He should have come back as a heel, as a Hollywood Cena.
That's what we'd get for him to get the 17th title run.
Yeah, that's not even a terrible idea. That fuck.
Do it because obviously I think he had to come back face, didn't he? Because he's facing Roman, so you know he's got to make sure Reigns gets booed. But after this one, if he comes back again, bring him back as a heel, like I said, Hollywood Cena.
Did anyone else get pissed off at how much the fans were going tits, like loving Cena and stuff? It's like, hold on. He's like, for years, all he's done was boom and say he sucked when he's meant to be a face. He comes back with fucking Homer Simpson with haircut.
Demoxinil. It works.
While walking around Hollywood dressed as his Suicide Squad character.
All that. Fair play to him, man. That's commitment. You know what? It's be fucking scorching. The dude's walking around with the fuck. To be fair, it covers the hair though. Might be why he did it.
But you can tell it's him. I'm trying to think of what else there was. Well, I want to talk about Slammiversary anyway. Fuck it. That was possibly one of the best shows I've seen in a long time, from top to bottom. Slammiversary.
The fans will give it.
What went into it, what I was expecting to what actually delivered on there was just unreal. Because I thought it was a bold move them starting with the X Division match.
Yeah.
Because it was like that, you had it there, but then they kept it there, which is so hard to do. And then obviously the main event just even further. The fucking crazy Sammy. But we all knew else he was going to be the mystery partner and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The whole broke her arm and stuff. Yeah, because no one's ever fought in a cast before.
I honestly thought that was going to stop her, because I didn't think she was actually going to be on Slammiversary because of her broken arm. But she was there. She's going to be at Homecoming as well, the next pay-per-view, which is like mixed. It's like mixed match challenge, but it's Impact's version of that, but as a pay-per-view event.
It's not like
this Saturday, in fact. I think.
Yep.
So I think you've got you've got Zach and Chelsea. You've got Petey Williams and Trisha Parker, whatever the fuck it. Trisha Parker is a shoot name.
Jordan Grace.
Jordan
Grace, yeah. You've got
Muscle then, because she's doing the whole bodybuilder thing, so he'll be bringing back Maple Leaf Muscle.
Yeah. She's Big Mama Pump or something, and he's Little Papa Pump, something like that. Tommy Dreamer's in it with Rachel Ellering, and Brian Myers has got a mystery partner.
So
probably
also.
I don't think he's even going to be hurt. It's going to be like his protege dressed in a wig or something, maybe. But who knows?
Sorry, Santi.
Ruby Riot.
Is it going to be?
Say that again.
Will it be Santi?
It's going to be Santi. Oh man, so that'd be interesting. So yeah, CM Punk then. CM Punk chants all over. CM Punk references all over the last Impact. Last AEW show. Yeah. Fucking hell. It was like laid it heavy on a trowel. CM, we've signed CM Punk. Why don't you just come out and say like that?
It's Shane.
I'm trying for Paul Strowman to come out. The Punk.
It's Shane McMahon.
It's the best in the world.
The world.
Hey, Darby Allin, I'm the best in the world. Yeah, comes out with a trophy.
Oh, that would be great. Come out with a trophy.
Oh, yeah. It should be.
Because,
looking forward to
these shows in Chicago, aren't they, coming up?
You got to do something to sell the tickets, innit? So, I wonder how Colt feels.
Who?
Colt Cabana.
Oh,
they had the mask falling out, didn't
they?
Yeah. The court case or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Maybe they've patched it up. Who knows? They could have patched it up. But he looked pretty happy in the Dark Order match yesterday, which was fantastic. Apart from the stupid belt bit at the end, it's like it takes away the tag. The ref takes the tag team title away, walks to the other side of the ring, puts it down, so then all the shenanigans can happen. The main belt is left in the ring. The ref doesn't do anything about that belt, so it's just like, come on, take that belt away as well. Does the count while the belt's there? Omega tries to use the belt. I think he takes the belt, then he takes the belt away. It's like that kind of pulled me out of the match a bit, but the end result was just like, oh no.
Plus, as well, now we're going to get Tanahashi on AEW.
Quite possibly, yes. Here we are. Yeah.
No, been confirmed now that.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes. Facing Archer for the US title. Yeah. Well, Moxley goes to Japan, or he wants to fight anyone in Japan with his open contracts.
I think it's around the same time. New Japan, I think, are doing the same building as AEW, and they're doing a New Japan show in Los Angeles. So Moxley's going to fight at that one, I think.
So yeah, you got to get Moxley after that promo. You know, those two guys have got to go at it.
Salty Moxley. He was pissed off. Yeah. The Croatian bobsleigh team or whoever it was can go to Japan for the Olympics, but he can't go over there. He was so pissed off.
All right, Mox. I know he's one of those guys that splits, but I like him. He always entertains me. That's what I'll say about him.
Moxley's the boy. He's especially when he's salty.
Miro. Oh.
There's only two things that excites me. Or two things that motivate me. God and my flexible wife.
The double jointed wife.
Double jointed wife, yes. Oh my God. Those promos are tremendous.
He's
absolutely tremendous.
He's amazing, but I worry that the moment he comes out to a match in a tank, that's him done.
Oh no.
Yeah,
no.
Chelsea will reach. But you've just talked about the anniversary. You've not talked about the big ending, like the whole thing that broke the internet.
Oh, Jay White.
Yes.
Jay White coming out.
That's the big door has been booted down well and truly, and also fucking the walls around it have been removed as well. There is no forbidden door now, apart from the panic room that's WWE.
So we want to work with people, but we don't like to lose. So.
Exactly. And we want to take your talent and crush your company as well. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do.
Look at Evolve. We worked with Evolve. That worked out well for them.
But then then didn't we also get the whole where it's like obviously Punk, Bryan and stuff coming to AEW, so straight away the WWE. Oh, the Rock's coming back at Survivor Series. Get him.
Please, Rock. Please sign it. Please come back. Please. Fucking hell.
Thing is, though, from what I've heard, based on like when they do these Legends evenings and they announce people before they even actually ask them, they just presume that they're going to say yeah. So I can imagine them doing that with The Rock at Survivor Series, being like, "Yeah, The Rock's going to be here." Shit, we better ask him. It'd be like, "Oh, okay." Because that's what Carlito said on one of the Legends. You know, like Legends episode where I think Carlito.
Yeah. They announced him, but he didn't say yes.
There was a few of them like that, though, wasn't it? Didn't that happen with Sid as well?
Yes, it did.
I think Candice Michelle as well. I think she's come out and said that no, they advertised her as being on one of the Legend shows, and yeah, they never even bothered contacting her about it, or they forgot.
Sid probably had a softball match to go to,
or he fell on his leg again.
Gotta drink some milk. Get that calcium back. Fuck.
God. I remember having to watch that back for the Scott Steiner Spotlight. Yeah, you see, seamless transition.
Hey.
Seamless. Talking about the Scott Steiner one, that's I was watching. I tend to watch wrestling bios to get information from when we do spotlights and stuff like that. So I was just skimming through them earlier. I sent Ryan one, which was the Insane Icon, which was the Joker Sting. But I watched Scott Steiner in the NWO wrestling bio. When he just split with the Steiner brothers and he came out as Scott Steiner for like the first time. Yeah, he was actually announced as White Thunder.
What?
His wrestling name was White Thunder.
Massively rare.
It didn't last very long. I'm sure you can guess why.
We can't talk about Scott Steiner for too long, just in case we break Palmer again.
Just so long as you don't mention a certain pay-per-view.
I still want that freeze frame to be picture at the beginning of episodes. Never mind that, just in this.
Just, what the hell was I thinking? It's a caption contest waiting to happen. That is fucking.
I'll screenshot it, and yeah, we'll do a what's on Palmer's mind today. We'll just do it every day.
There's no right answers because I can't remember. Fuck.
What's the genius?
There's no wrong answers. Either.
It looked like you're smelling the fart.
Yeah, it could have been. That's pretty damn fragrant. Ugh.
He's smelling what the Rock's cooking. It's
Yeah, I had to tell you that.
I watched for that. I watched the same. I watched the Crow version of that. So I think the guy does different bios of different people.
Yeah, it's loads. It's absolutely loads. I would highly recommend it. After Spotlights, obviously, but yeah, it's awesome. I apologise to the guy as well because I thought he was Scottish, but apparently he's Irish.
He's Irish. He's blatantly Irish.
It sounds Scottish to me.
I'm offended. So I'm going to fucking offend the others as well. It's the same, basically.
It start every episode with "to be sure, to be sure."
We'll all be fucked.
That's it. If you don't say that, I think you're Scottish.
Oh, hey.
And now I've pissed off the Irish as well as the Welsh.
That's why I'm getting them all. I don't care.
All the demographics is dropping off. Oh, yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, sorry, Ryan. You was watching the Crow sting.
Ah, yeah, the Crow sting, the evolution from when he was silent to when he became Crow Sting. First spoke, did Wolfpack with the red face, right to the bitter end of the last Nines run.
Face one was awful.
It was.
Really didn't like
terrible. I thought the video was all right.
But can I just say I finished that one, so I'm now going on to. I'll shout out Brothers Cider while I'm on it.
Whoa. Give us a case. Give us a case of Brothers, brother.
It's actually that yellow and red label as well.
It is.
Brother.
Tremendous.
Holly.
But that wrestling bios is awesome, man. They've got everybody on there. There's even a 7-1 on there, for God's sake. So everyone from big to small kind of thing. I was watching the Insane Icon one is a 2-part job. It's about an hour long in total.
Ooh, I didn't think you'd get an hour's worth of stuff out of that because he didn't do the Icon. He didn't do the Joker Sting in TNA for that long, did he?
2 years it was, I think.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it.
Yes.
But the first video, he covers the. You're that dude.
Was it when he left the Mafia? It was where he started doing that.
Yeah, he was like, he sent a tweet saying, "I'm done," and people were just like, "Oh shit, Sting's fucking leaving. Sting's retiring," and then next week he was like, "I'm not done."
Because it was a lot of it was built around the Hogan thing, wasn't it?
That's why the first part is. The whole mission was it's when Hogan and Bischoff came in and he was like he wanted to keep hold of the world title. He was a champ at the time. He wanted to keep hold of the title to protect TNA basically from the cancerous duo that was Bischoff and Hogan. But he got into a feud he beat RVD and then he got into a feud with Mr. Anderson. And it shows you clips from each episode. It basically, the first part is just taking you through every episode on a week-to-week basis to see the build-up to what makes him snap. But Mr. Anderson, for like weeks, and then comes out surface thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mocks him, and he's mocking him. He's getting in his face. He's like pissing all over. His legacy. But Anderson looks, like spot on as Joker Sting. It's absolutely, you're just like, oh shit! They're both in the ring face to face. It's like that's fucking mental. And then he just snaps. And then he loses the title to Anderson, and then he gets it back. It's when Immortal was a thing. I totally forgot about Immortal as a faction in TNA.
Yeah, they were Terrible.
Before, yeah, before Aces and Eights, wasn't it?
All the Hogan Bischoff era in TNA, as though it didn't happen because it was just dreadful. The only thing that come out,
This is the one good thing that I think came from that.
no, the only good thing I thought that come from it was Bully Ray.
Bully and Icon Sting then, because in the second part you get he's gone full Joker at this point, and there's like one episode where he's just walking around in a black and red suit and he's carrying like a cage, and he's just like tormenting people. He's talking to people, he's winding people up. And he goes into Bischoff's office with his cage and he lets it open, and a crow flies out of the cage and lands on top of the monitor.
At least it wasn't a big rat or something like that.
Big mechanical spider, like
Big fucking spider.
Bischoff's crow awesome.
Again in TNA, he had something in the bloody cage as well, didn't he?
Who did?
Abyss.
Dustin Rhodes. He had something when he was black and silver, and he had a cage. I can't remember what his fucking name was in there, but
It wasn't Killer, was it? Or Relic?
no, Relic was Johnny the Bull. Relic was Johnny the Bull Stamboli.
Oh,
Was he Black Rain?
It was like silver, black.
Black Rain.
that was it.
He was one of the first ones I remember carrying out freaking the unknown animal in a cage, wasn't it?
Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah, that wrestling bios, the insane icon man. Steve Borden Sting absolutely smashes it from what I've seen. I've read off and watched, I tried to find that episode that was on about, and he just channels his Heath Ledger, man. It's absolutely awesome. Potentially one of the best episodes of Impact for sports entertainment value. Sting just absolutely smashes it. As this insane character. He's quality.
He still is smashing it as well. He's Orange Cassidy.
Oh, that was
how good
Orange Cassidy's dad. Scaring off Team Taz.
The slow motion.
That was fucking tremendous.
They could
dual kicks.
Just let me come up with that thing. It's like, what brilliant use of him. It's just like sort of because of his profile and stuff, and to have him doing something like that.
For Sting to do that with Orange Cassidy, it speaks volumes about the guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely speaks volumes.
Do you think they're going to eventually have a match between Sting and Darby Allin? So I once thought that there was I can't remember which match it was. Darby Allin had just won. I think he was still TNT champion at this point. Sting was in the ring after the match, going towards Darby Allin. He had a mic in his hand, but then the obligatory run-in happened, and I can't even remember who it was he did the run-in. It's probably Team Taz and loads of other people.
Doing something, Taz's name's going to be attached to it.
So then we never got to hear what he was going to fucking say. So I reckon he was going to challenge Darby Allin for the title, but I don't know. But I think somewhere down the line there must be a match between all those planned to be, maybe.
How much they've rushed they're getting Cody and Tommy End, or whatever his name is now, in the ring together. They kept that going for so long before they actually come to like sort of head-to-head blows, just like sort of the sneak attacks constantly and stuff. They proper rushed it. It's like
I'm happy for that. I'm happy for it to finally get in the ring, because he can lay waste to Cody, and then Cody can go away for a while.
No, because then they'll find someone else, and Cody's got if it's a big name, Cody's got to feud with them first. Rules.
He's the gatekeeper. He's he's the X-Pac of AEW.
He's AEW CJ Parker. or what do you call him? The Perfect 10.
Oh my!
Actually, got to be with one of them too, and if you can do well against them, then you're okay.
But no, I'm happy to see him. I just want to see him back in the ring ASAP. If I'm honest with you, I'm a massive Tommy End fan, so I'm quite happy to get that match in the ring. It's possible.
I think a lot of the time with AEW, they do seem to rush storylines. I know they're not the Jericho
storyline here. How do they rush storylines?
Some of the storylines, I think they do rush.
Which one?
You what?
Are you taking the piss?
No, they rush them.
Really?
I don't watch much. That's why That's why I'm travelling rush, because it's like I watch it and then 6 weeks later it's like they're after that match. No, I just think sometimes they do. That's all. I know some of the main ones they don't. Obviously, this whole Hangman Page thing, which again, don't get him. Don't get Hangman Page. He's just a cheap Julian ripoff from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, BA.
I don't know that reference. Damn it.
To see him against Julian, loser drops the glass.
Yeah. Page is awesome.
No, don't get him. Don't get him.
The storyline's definitely awesome. They've captured something real
Good
emotional.
It is a good storyline, but no, personally speaking, I'm not a fan of his. Don't get him.
Fair enough.
That's mixed opinion for today. Sorry, no, don't get him. Come at me. Don't care. He'll get me Twitter at the end of it. Come at me.
No, that is fair. I'm always open to people's opinions, right or wrong. So yeah,
you had to put right or wrong there, didn't you, you prick?
It's a left-handed comment.
Wanker. Wish it was you I was going to twat now in Morley that 2 years ago, not that.
That's what happens to go out in a place like Morley, man, wearing shiny shoes. You're going to get some happy bird going at you.
Is Morley in Leeds?
Yes. Yeah, they don't appreciate shiny shoes.
What are them?
Yeah, exactly. What other fucking Morley is it?
So
I just hadn't said anything for a while. I just had to get that in.
Geography with Ryan Palmer.
So, Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
Just saying he's not going to make his debut till 22nd of September. I think they're sort of saying when they're in New York. So I think obviously that's why they're building up the CM Punk stuff first, because they're in Chicago at the end. In August, aren't they?
How many ex-WWE guys are they going to bring out in New York because it's New York?
You're going to have Matt Hardy versus Christian again. You'll have Miro
against Goldust.
If he squashes Goldust, I'm all for it personally.
Sorry, Dustin. We'll not call him Goldust. Dustin.
Oh my God, he fucking broke the internet the other day.
Who did?
Follow him on Twitter.
Who?
Dustin.
How did he? I don't think I do actually. Or he's blocked me.
Right, man. He put some post out about, if you see some guy coming up to your car begging for money.
Oh, the homeless ones. I remember it now.
You see this, but then you see another guy rooting through the rubbish because he's too proud to ask you for money. Go give him your money.
That's right. You pick your homeless.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Never mind the fact that he took that guy balls to actually, ask you for money kind of thing.
Or
sorry, that was just a
big wheel around with him and he spins it, and whichever homeless person it lands on, that's who he gets money to.
If that, he'll just go give him a cage with the rat in, like Dark Rain,
or with somebody's mother on it. If you can get her.
But yeah, sorry, no, that was so fucking mental. But yeah, it just kind of reminded me as soon as she said Dustin Rhodes, I was like, oh shit. But yes, Daniel Bryan, New York. It's got to be. Obviously, though, the only issue at the minute is AEW have got this Page storyline going on. It's been going on for 2 years. They need to continue it. Page needs to be the guy to beat Omega.
No.
What do they do with Bryan?
Mick doesn't think so. What the fuck?
Yeah, after 2 years, you can't uncommit to this now.
Fuck him.
Fucking hell. Shit.
Big swerve at the end. Page
We're not doing it, folks. Bye. All your investment.
The big swerve at the end.
Big swerve.
Oh, yeah, fuck him.
You think he's going to kick out the one winged angel? Nah, fuck you. Fuck.
1, 2, 3. By the way, Bruce is dead at the end of Sixth Sense as well. Just ruining that for you as well.
Oh, shit. I've still not seen it.
Yeah, Hangman Page is going to win with running from Bubble.
Fuck.
Bubble's in Dark Order.
That entrance was awesome. But Yeah, what are they going to do with Bry and CM Punk?
Well, the what?
What are they going to do with
Oh,
Punk and Daniel Bryan, man?
I don't know. That's my worry.
How do you book it? How do you book them coming into it?
Punk debuts after Hangman Page wins the title and then immediately challenges him. Maybe, I don't know.
What if Daniel Bryan just chokes Justin Roberts with his tie again?
Like that.
That's decent. I like that. Yes.
CM Punk can come in and hit on Anderson or something. There we go. They're both in there then.
But I mean, do you put Punk into a feud with Darby Allin after Darby Allin's promo last night?
Yeah, you got to really.
Versus Punk at, All In or All Out or whatever the next pay-per-view is.
What's he going to get that though?
Yeah, do you book Allen to lose? Do you book Punk to lose? Do you book Allen to lose and then beat Sting? In the next feud to re-elevate him.
Allen won't be damaged from a loss, so the guy's Teflon. If he loses, he loses. He'll bounce back. He's got drawing power. Popular.
I want to get Edge Punk back and put Serena and Gallows with him again. They put the contract there, put them both with him and bring back the straight edge. Fucking Monday Night Messiah and stuff like that. He's just a poor man straight edge fucking Punk thing. Have back, show how it's done properly.
I would be for the Straight Edge Society reforming if obviously Gallows wasn't a massive part of the Elite.
I tell you who I would love to see actually in a match, which would be a great first match for Bryan, would be him against Pac.
Ooh.
That would be one which would catch my attention. And it would be one, you're not chucking him straight into the title picture there. You've just got him against somebody who he's most likely worked with quite a bit in the past on the indies and stuff, and who you just go and go and go.
Well, I think you're going to get Pac Andrade as a series of matches. So I think Pac's wrapped up with Andrade at the minute.
Bryan or Punk versus Jungle Boy. I'd like to fucking see that.
Oh,
Jungle Boy. Damn.
I'm trying to think of heels. Daniel, I don't know. Jericho's tied in with MJF, innit? I would love to see Daniel Bryan versus MJF. Obviously, that's the whole Jericho thing. Although, when does that come to an end? Because once MJF's done with Jericho, he could then go into a...
I'd presume MJF would be the next contender if fucking Page wins the title. Then MJF for me would have to be the first guy I would think to have in line to face him. MJF is basically, I think, their top heel at the moment, other than Omega, obviously.
Yeah, I'll take that. I think, it's just because he's tied in with the whole Jericho thing. That's why I can see them putting him with Bryan, though, when Bryan comes in. Comes in as the ultimate babyface, put him against the ultimate bad guy.
Or might have Punk and Bryan teaming up against Private Party. Isn't man?
Fucking hell.
About as Hangman. Never mind. Anyway, so I'm done on him now. But I'm right. All
right. This is something that people seem to be up in the airs about at the minute.
Global warming.
No, something hot.
Oh God.
Scarlett's not there, so it's not that hot. But Karrion Kross. Apparently, he was meant to lose last Monday as well. But just got the global bastard, so they had him beat Keith Lee instead.
Fucking what a horror! Why do they want him to lose twice in a row? What the fuck? Why?
Yeah, I believe that he's going to go in there as a killer against Samoa Joe, but he's losing to a schoolboy against Jeff Hardy and stuff.
Credibility, his heat's just gone.
Yes, I think the NXT thing as well, Nick. I think that's where you were going with that. Actually, what happened last night with the whole resigning, new active thing, and then straight away gets a title shot.
Man, that's awesome. No bollocks to that. I'm all for Joe.
So am I. I just didn't sound enthused, but I am fully for it.
I was going to say I thought you'd be sarcastic. I was like,
no, I'm fully enthused by it. Fuck's sake.
I saw some dude on Twitter comparing it to Goldberg back and getting a title shot. He said,
speaking of Twitter,
it's exactly the same.
Speaking of Twitter, another one that broke the internet. Did you see the guy who called Eddie Guerrero B+ and just got fucking owned by everybody?
Yeah, he got fucking destroyed. Oh,
I kind of want to put something out myself. That's not why I'm saying this about Hangman Page, by the way, to try and get fucking grief. That's my genuine opinion. But part of us thinks, could I put something like that out and just see what reactions get?
But it got Eddie trending, didn't it? It got that behind it. Eddie Guerrero was trending. Like, even the wrestlers were just like, no, the dude's like fucking, a legend.
It wasn't just like indie wrestlers. It was like WWE.
Mick Foley even weighed in.
Legends were just saying, you're a fucking clown shoe.
B+ player. He was only A+ when he died.
God.
Hey, what?
Jesus. Wasn't dropping that line.
Idiot. Fucking moron. Yeah, presumably that dickhead's got the access to the fucking network. Go and fucking have a look at these matches, you dipshit. Ugh,
Well, there was actually some people that with him. He sort of said, I was never a fan of him. I never blah, 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 blah. And it's like, guys, really?
Probably a Miz fan.
Yeah.
Whoa. Watch what the fuck you're saying there, you dickhead.
I don't know, nothing, but you're bigging up the Miz.
Miz is awesome.
No, I've been kicked off so many forums about ranting about the Miz. I'm just too tired now.
I'm making on Twitter and badmouth Shawn Michaels because he can't see it because he's blocked us on Twitter, so fuck it.
Yes.
Right, before we start talking about the Miz, but yeah, that was all. Just, you don't. Is there anybody else that you think would get that kind of loyalty? Obviously, Eddie Guerrero, man, it blew up. Somebody besmirched Eddie Guerrero. The internet broke down because of it. Can you think of any other wrestlers that were that beloved?
Sting, maybe. Sting, Flair,
Barry Horowitz.
Brooklyn Brawler.
I'll have no bad mouthing of Barry Horowitz. My number one gift that comes up on Twitter all the time, that one, whenever I go to search for things, that's the one that's at the top every time, the Barry Horowitz just going like that.
You see that T-shirt he had? I only saw it for the first time a few days ago. I can't remember.
Had his hand on the back.
He had a handprint there. Ciampa should have released like a T-shirt, with like one on his shoulder. I was like, that would have been genius. Or they're very reminiscent of the Jack Swagger.
Oh yeah. Stupid creative.
Like a child going around hand.
I can't think of anyone that potentially would have garnered that much, people getting that defensive about him, being that, just that kind of love. Obviously, with him having passed, it's a lot more sensitive. People are probably, a lot more defensive of it. But that's why I don't think your Flairs or your Stings or guys like that would garner that much.
Not yet.
But I don't think Pillman would have got that much. As much as I love Pillman, I think, if people said that about him, I don't think people would jump on their back about it.
There was the other one. Rick Rude and Kurt Hennig would be the other ones for me as well, who win, but they wouldn't garner that kind of love. As much as I love them, no, they wouldn't garner that kind of.
I honestly don't think anybody else would gain that much traction, of people getting their back, kind of thing. But again, that speaks volumes for Eddie, personally speaking, I think.
And yet again, he trends on Twitter, and Chavo Guerrero jumps on his coattails and jumps in the job at AEW.
We need Pepe.
Oh.
Pepe
versus Moppy.
Yes. Who the fuck said that? Was that you, Mick?
What?
Pepe versus Moppy.
No.
In a wood chip match.
That was the man just below.
No, I've heard it somewhere before. I thought you'd said it previously, Mick. That's why I was like, I think it was a culture video. Some douche on there was all about it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Chavez.
What was my dream? But I put something up. I can't remember what it was now. It was a dream booking match that I wanted to see, and I can't remember what it was now. And it wasn't the Hangman Page against Julian one. There was another one as well about the oh, that was it for Baron Corbin with his storyline. Why not do a Legends thing and have Barry fucking what do you call him? Come
Barry Darso.
How amazing would that be? Because he's still active. Just have him come up on an episode of SmackDown and chasing Corbin round or something. I think that would be absolutely amazing.
Yes, I'd be all for that. They've got the $1 million dream, $1 million man back. Get the Repo Man back.
Yeah, you've got a thing where one of your big characters is like down on his luck, losing everything. Have the Repo Man come after, like, sort of take his car away, or his rental car away, or something like that, or like drag his bags away and stuff.
I think they've already missed the trick because his car's already been sold.
It has, yeah, it got last week, didn't it? The car. I can do his house or just watch. Just come up to him and take his watch off of him and be like, "See you later."
Maybe they got bad shit with fucking Repo Man or something. I don't know. Wasn't he part of Demolition?
Repo.
Smash one. Was he Smash or Axel? Smash.
He was
Smash.
Smash.
Smash. That's it. But talking of the $1 million man, what you're making of the Cameron Grimes and LA Knight?
I like it. It's pretty funny.
It's out of me. I think it's an evolution for NXT as well. It's making it a bit more.
I'd have him wearing the red striped pants.
Yes, yeah, I want.
Like Virgil.
Yeah. just while it's going on, just have him humiliate and have him like sort of have to wear like Virgil's tights and stuff like that. I think that would be good.
Not when he's a butler, but when he's wrestling, have him in the red and white.
Yeah, I'm all for just rehashing shit, mate. Fuck your new stuff. Just rehash over and over again.
It works. It's like, you know what? I'm all for that. It's like, obviously AEW swerved us eventually, but we was all like, when MJF joined the Inner Circle, we was all like, oh, it's like The Rock when he joined the Nation of Domination. He's eventually going to kick Jericho out of there, and that's where we all thought it was going to go. And I would have been fine with that as well, to be fair. Yeah, man, rehash stories. They're enjoyable if they're done right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but not if it's the NWO.
No, not that.
No.
Big Shawn and Shawn Michaels killed that.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels, you dick. Still a big fan, but you're a dick.
Apparently your books as well, so it's alright. He's not going to see it.
Makes it worse. Before he blocked me, he retweeted a picture of one of my cats.
Maybe that's all he wanted you for. It's a picture of your cat. He's like, right, that's it. He served his purpose now. Fucking.
Just loves a cat with a cone round his neck. Sadistic. Fuck.
So, obviously, we talked about the Forbidden War, the Forbidden Door, even, getting kicked down. What's the wild and wonderful booking, going forward? What we got, like you say, you got Tanahashi coming up. We're going to get any more New Japan guys. Are we going to get Omega Okada on American soil?
I don't think so.
Bullet Club, like sort of war thing between the Elite and Bullet Club.
The Elite, yeah.
I think that's what it's going to end up being, like a Bullet Club civil war. They'll try and like sort of sell it as where it's the Elite versus them. Because I actually think it'll be Tama Tonga who'll end up taking the title off Omega from him in Impact.
Oh shit!
Tama Tonga.
Tama Tonga.
The Impact title.
They absolutely love Tama Tonga and New Japan and stuff like that. I think it'll end up being him because he's sort of kind of the unofficial leader, isn't he? But I know Jay White's the leader, but I think he's like sort of the unofficial, like sort of voice of it all and stuff like that, isn't he? So. But then haven't we got? Isn't Kenta in Bullet Club as well? There's been that many members.
Well,
like, who's had more pointless members, Bullet Club or NWO?
It's NWO, like 50 strong or something. Fucking hell.
Bullet Club have had loads as well.
Chris Bay's now part of Bullet Club.
Is he?
Is he officially? Because he
not officially, but he helps Jay Anthony.
Did he do that? Does that make him a member now? Does that mean I'm a member?
Yeah, you could be the Wales representative. You can represent Barry Island.
Barry Allen for life.
So yeah, I mean, are we going to get? Do you think it's peaking now, or do you think it's going to lead to, like, some sort of mega show? Like you say, man, the Elite versus the Bullet Club. It's got to be something.
I think it's going to keep, and they're going to try and put something together which could. Maybe it's not obviously on the same day, but certainly around the same time to try and compete with Mania.
Holy shit.
That's a good shout. That would be the ultimate payoff, wouldn't it, if they can actually fucking...
Because you think you've got four or five big companies there. If they all combine together and do something around a similar time. Because where's it? It's in Texas, isn't it? Mania this year.
Yeah, it's cowboy shit. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Oh, no, don't.
Cowboy shit. Cowboy shit.
In my mouth. And next, half the internet community there when he said cowboy shit.
Oh.
Stop making me back. Don't like saying. It's just.
But yeah,
Something. They have it in Texas, have it in a huge arena or a huge stadium in Mexico, literally the other side of the border, because Triple is involved.
Yeah, Triple A. Oh man, that would...
Impact, AEW, and New Japan all on one super show, literally like an hour and a half away in Mexico.
Tasty.
I mean, Ryan, you're the New Japan guy. I think you've watched it more than I have.
Not
I mean,
a lot.
watch...
Not a lot. I'm not like an expert.
Oh, in that case, too.
I'll tell you what, I feel sorry in all this is Will Ospreay.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, out on shit at the moment with that injury. Literally the worst timed injury you could ever get.
Yes.
Bad shit, that like bad shit.
So much so that he's pimped his misses out to bloody NXT UK to try and bring.
They're not together anymore, apparently.
Oh well.
Which is
I'll just once again. We've got Rhubarb on custard this time.
Still red and yellow labels.
Brother.
Can you remember the Rhubarb and custard theme tune?
That's
it. We've peaked as a wrestling channel. You've just now heard the Rhubarb and custard theme tune. I just can't be that shit.
Look it up, kids. It's a classic.
That's awesome. We said we were going to sort of recap the spotlights as well, which we've kind of skated over at the minute. But is there anything from any spotlight episodes you've done that have you watched any more matches of anyone since then? Has there been anything that you've kind of thought, like, I've watched that match, so I'll go and talk about, I'll go watch this match now? Has it sort of got you watching anything else?
I needed to sleep one time, so I watched WrestleMania 9 back to back 3 times. No.
Bravo.
Fucking hell. I enjoyed doing the Vader episode. Those were some fucking decent messages.
I think that was like the most positive episode we've ever done. I'm not going to point fingers here.
Johnny?
Distinct person missing from that episode.
Literally because I wasn't on it.
Literally, man, every match was an absolute fucking banger. Absolute banger. Every match was awesome. And we had nothing but nice things to say about everything.
You wankers.
I'm not trying to say you got bad juju, but I think you got
the unofficial heel. It's shite. I'd have went back and I'd have watched Vader versus Yokozuna. Fucking.
Yeah, you'd have picked one. Fucking Vader versus the Patriot or something like that.
Oh,
Hey, leave him alone.
Flag
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
in a flag match. I remember that. I watched that ages ago, and I can't remember the other guys well, unfortunately, but it's like a tag match. It was Vader and somebody versus the Patriot and somebody in a fucking tag match. Awful.
Sounds like a classic.
Awful.
Sounds like something right up my street, that one, Willoughby. I'll go and have a look for that.
You'd thoroughly enjoy it.
I'll review it. I'll review it in the comments page. Well, you watch these ones. Well, I watched this one. What a bag of shite.
Kids, don't do this at home.
Kids, never watch a match, Mick says, basically.
He gives himself mental trauma, so you don't have to.
I started off so well as well, because the first one I ever done was one where I wasn't on there, and it was Brett against Free Kid.
Yeah.
I peaked too soon.
Yeah, Pete. He shot your load too early, mate. Fuck. Oh, what a match that is, though. Shit.
That still sounds.
Thank you for fucking showing that.
Yeah, we actually doing recapping on that. I've watched that match again. I'll just go back and watch that if I want to watch something, because it's fucking amazing.
Is that the best match that we've talked about on a Spotlight episode?
It's the best non-pay-per-view match ever.
Yeah.
That's a good shout.
It's almost like undiscovered gem, so to speak.
I'd probably have it actually in I would say certainly be top 10, possibly top 5 all-time matches ever for anything. It's just unbelievable, and it's just not anything that what people try to do now. They don't try to do it there. You haven't got all your false finishes, all that shit. Everyone hitting everyone's finishers. It's just a fucking really good match, which tells a really good story.
Just on a random episode of Raw as well. It's just like, wow. With a standing ovation at the end. It's a perfect match. Perfect match. Second only on the
People who
Savage and
up in arms. Savage might be one up there with Eddie Guerrero, who people might have a similar response to.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You think? I don't think a lot of people. I don't think as many people appreciate him.
Yeah. I think you'd get eviscerated if you badmouth Randy. You get taken to shreds.
I'd like to think so, man. Because, like I say, he's in my top 5. So you know, what I mean, I'll always be defensive of the guy. But I just, realistically, I just don't think he's. I don't know. I might tweet it just to see what happens. I'll put a little disclaimer in afterwards. Like, I'm only joking.
Going to the witness protection program after you fucking do that. Shit.
Sure, man.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm on 20%. Uh-oh.
Sorry, we're nearly done. I think Mick's done his John Cena impression there.
Oh. So I may very well freeze on you again. If the batteries fucking run out.
This episode has been what it is, and it's just essentially Steven's talking bollocks. I thought you turned it to John Cena.
No, you can always see me.
We could be getting Peacock. Peacock.
Oh, no, I heard about this.
We could be getting Peacock on Sky or some shit. Are we not getting it? Are we not? Or are you just shaking no?
I don't want to lose the network.
Too late, pal. Too late, pal. You're losing it, pal.
Vince will see this episode and he'll be like, you know what? Nick doesn't want to lose. We'll be all right. We'll keep it as it is.
Yes, please. But yeah, if you ever do that, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm frantically.
Do we think Sky Sports, because of the whole thing, obviously with WWE leaving, would be a brilliant thing for them to do a deal with AEW, as opposed to the TV deal that we've got over here at the moment? Sky Sports doing an AEW TV deal would be fucking so much better than Friday night.
I'm quite happy to be on ITV4. It's free. I get to watch it, in full. I check out the highlights and shit, on social media before it airs, and then I watch it in full on a Friday night.
I'm just
watching for free.
Is there a random pay-per-view on this weekend? Because I don't think I can do another 4 a.m. job on a Saturday. every Saturday at the moment, it just seems as though it's randomly like, oh, this one's on. It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to watch that now.
Well, the Impact Homecoming's on. I'm sure it's this Saturday. But it may not be on pay-per-view. I think it's just on Impact Plus or Fight. Yeah. I could be wrong about that.
That's all right. I might be able to skip that one.
I think you'll be fine with that one. If it's the mixed challenge situation, I don't think it's going to have any long-lasting.
There's been no.
Unless it's like men can hit the women and women can hit the men, then it's a different matter because it's different kind of rules.
Isn't that the domestic abuse challenge?
It's for equal rights.
Yeah. Okay. Same wage.
I suddenly very much regret saying that. Anybody knows me knows that's not my style. I fucking hate it.
Anyway,
Marco Stunt versus Jordynne Grace, and I think that would be fair.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway,
on that bombshell.
On that bombshell.
No, let's talk about folks. I don't want that to be the fucking end of it.
Disclaimer at the beginning. Oh no. Oh no.
The views of Mick aren't necessarily agreed with by ourselves. No. Nick, I can't believe you put this in my script.
Do you remember when China beat the shit out of Hardcore Holly and Chris Jericho? Just to swing it back the other way.
Who? Who beat the shit out of Chris Jericho and
China.
Hardcore Holly? China
did. Yeah.
Did. Oh, yeah. She did. Fuck.
Jeff Jarrett, where they were using all the weapons and stuff from the kitchens and shit like that.
Good housekeeping match.
God.
And then he hit China with the title, pinned her. Oh no, he hit her with the title. Then Teddy Long was like, "No, you can't win like that. The Intercontinental Championship is not a housekeeping object." He was like, "Oh fucking."
If I waited me in the kitchen.
Fuck. And then after that, he turned up on fucking. He left for WCW and smacked somebody in the head with a guitar. I can't remember. And started slagging WWE. This isn't the WWE.
Count that he went through, in WCW. Someone must know the guitar count that he went through because he wasted some guitars.
They were also, were they?
I know, but there'd be 3 or 4. I know when I hit someone with mine, there was no white powder in mine to explode or anything like that.
Well, you've obviously not had a good night then, have you?
Hey. The white powder was up your ass. Yeah. Going through customs.
So anyway, Nick Gage, is going death match as he is. He loses to a spinning elbow in Rough Rider. Yeah.
I know. The Rough Rider I could take. The spinning elbow after being missed it. That kind of annoyed the fuck out of me. That did.
You're not happy about the missing, are you?
No.
I think
never have we ever seen it.
I think him losing to Cardona it lost all mystique for it going into Wednesday anyway. As good as it was for Matt Cardona to win and stuff like that, it was just timed really badly because it just lost all that mystique going in. Like, it's the most dangerous man, but he can't beat Zack Ryder.
MDK all fucking day. His ring entrance was fucking excellent, like GCW. I got a newfound respect for GCW after watching that. Fucking hell.
There was some. I watched fucking Too Cold Scorpio still going well.
Yes. Absolutely decent as well.
That he's wearing a mask, maybe it's because he's still a bit funny about COVID, but then sharing joy. Saw that.
Absolute mad.
There was that kid from Wales as well who won the
Trey Parker or something.
Yeah, won the ultra violent type championship or something like that.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's their Intercontinental or something. It's like a mid-card title or something.
He won another deathmatch title as well. I'm sure of it. a couple of days beforehand as well. I'm sure he said he won two well-respected deathmatch titles and stuff in 2 days or something like that.
Yeah, fucking nuts, man. I don't care. I just
progress for a while, wasn't he? Jake
Parker.
He was in
Parker.
It was in. It's the UK. I've seen. I saw Wrestle Island retweet something. Big congratulating him and stuff. So he's been around the UK scenes for a while.
Matches in progress as well.
Probably. But yeah, it's definitely a UK indie scene veteran, we'll say. But it takes it's a whole nother level, man. Sort of putting yourself through that shit. I'm just like, no. Now watch it. The sadisticness in me is like, hey. But yeah, no fucking chance.
No. The whole pizza cutter thing's too much for me.
Did you see Domino's advert in America?
Straight after you just... We're going for a break, folks.
Pretty much from what I've seen on Twitter, like the retweets and stuff. As soon as Nick Gage picks up the pizza cutter, put it on Joko's forehead, it just cuts straight to an advert saying Domino's Pizzas. I was like, that is brilliant. That is like just, you could not, make that shit up. That's perfect.
Fuck's sake. Wrestling, eh? Fucking love it.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Ryan did inform me that his battery is on the verge of going kaput. So we may very well another thoughtful post. Then I said what I said, so we had to drag it out for another 5 minutes.
Yeah. I'm glad we didn't finish on how we were going to finish, so that's fine. I'm glad.
I'm really not a twat. I'm not the nicest guy you'll ever meet. Promise. I
was going to message us all at 3 o'clock this morning when I woke up to say I'll be in, but Mick said no.
Considerate Mick.
Considerate Mick was in fucking agony, but
bless you. Well, just there you go. At least your karma can be at peace. All right, guys. Do you want to plug your socials? Do you want to do the do?
I am on Twitter at Yardy316. I'm on my Instagram as well. No idea what my handle is on there. I'll be back. Palmeroid or something like Palmeroid. I think that's what it is. Hemorrhoid. Yeah, it's preparation H. I'll be back on Facebook for the next 3 days after my ban is up.
Catch him while you can. You'll be there for 24 hours.
Yeah. I've got scores to settle. Oh boy. I've got scores to settle.
I just imagine you just blasting through it for 24 hours and be like, no, that's it. I'm done. Fuck. I'm out of here.
Fuck you, Zuckerberg.
Fuck you. God damn it.
Fuck you.
Here's a big cunt for you. You're banned for life.
Emily, what about you? If anybody wants to talk to you, after your page comment.
You can find me at Mr. Mick Ego or hashtag Hangman Page. I don't get him. Instagram's the same, just without the hashtag, and Facebook is Mick Connolly. Good.
Yeah, go ahead, these guys. Don't talk to these guys. They're good people. It's Ryan obviously is awesome, but Mick doesn't always come across that way, but he is. He's good people.
No, I'm not.
I would talk to you if he wasn't. So I'm going to wrap this up and say thank you for joining us on what's been a random episode of just bollocks, really. So if you made it to the end, God bless you. And we'll see you soon.
Some time of wrestling, and we can do another one of these random bollock chats when we have good weeks.
Just tell Virgin to fuck up my internet connection.